Bartertown is now a veritable hive of activity. We have laid out 4 hemp farms, 2 medium and 2 large. Obviously the plan will be to upgrade our medium farms as soon as we're able, but the output of hemp has allowed construction of weapons and armour to resume. We have fabric being created in our new looms, so everyone, almost, is hard at work. And Muto will have been cooking away. We have plenty of food available in here. So things go well in Bartertown. Things haven't gone quite so well with our patrol. We were ambushed during the night by more scrawny cannibals, and they managed to carry off 2 of our number and imprison them in their village. So we had to come in and try and raid that. Fortunately, we met up with some tech hunters who were in the region, and they helped us to defeat quite a large encampment. So we've picked up a few more weapons and a few more injuries to go with it. We have, who's this here? A scrawny cannibal. I'm looking to see if there are any tech hunters in need of assistance. Doesn't seem to be the case. I think they've already looked after their own. There's a cannibal chief somewhere there. I wonder if the cannibal chief carries anything of any value. Probably not. I think we'll just leave them be, to be honest. And we will resume our journey. I want to leave the Cannibal Plains far behind as quickly as possible. Obviously, we're going to be moving at quite a slow pace. So we'll need to rely on stealth to get us out of here, probably. Ratneck's left leg is taking more damage. Ruka's right arm has been tended, should be okay as long as it doesn't take any more wounds. So we are pretty beat up, particularly myself. This is going to be a long journey. Particularly if we're having to skirt all the way around this area here. I think I would rather we turn around and head in that direction. No. We're going to have to go around this large outcropping of rock. And we have more cannibals here. They seem to have captured someone. Carrying a cannibal hunter. Well, let's see if we can't free the cannibal hunter. There we go. And there's a cannibal hunter joining in the fun. Right, still one left, it seems. No longer. Yes, still one in there. Okay. No, yes, you provide first aid. I don't think we have a better medic with us. So we'll provide first aid and then also splint injuries. Okay. You're welcome for the rescue, the help. Let's head up here. This is the direction from which they came, so we can get up onto this plateau. Looks like we're heading in that general direction. Right, let's head for here, and then we'll get a move on. We did see there's a strange structure over in the distance there, which might be worth investigating at some point, but not at the moment. Who's this? Tech hunter, cannibal hunter. Right. Everyone group up, make sure that we are all together. Okay, and then let's continue. I think we'll head over and investigate whatever's over here. This area is swarming with cannibals. Roaming population of 101 in 5 squads from this village alone. The cannibal capital that we visited recently still has 90 residents. I thought they had 1 roaming population, 1 squad of 5. The last time we were there. Who knows? I guess more have swarmed to the cause. So we'll continue on our journey here. And in the meantime, I might take a trip back to Bartertown. What's this? Scrawny cannibals. Some distress. Yes. So I think we'll take a trip back to Bartertown. Perhaps send someone down to Squin to sell off some weapons. And then we'll return to our patrol when we've made a bit more progress. So Bap has arrived in Squin carrying a few weapons. We don't have an awful lot to sell at the moment. Well, at least not of the type of weapons that Bap can carry. With the wooden backpacks you couldn't carry fragment axes and the like, so picked up some of the smaller weapons and just sell those off. So it's given us slightly more money. Not really interested in either of those. I want her to visit the armourer while she's here, just to check out any blueprints that they might have. Hello. Show me your goods, please. Let's see. Leather pants, samurai cloth pants, we already know. Drifter's boots, mercenary leather armour, armour drags, drifter leather jacket, sleeveless long coat. We know all those as well. Right. Nothing to be had here. One final stop then. And at the traders. The general shop. I want to see if there is any hemp that we could pick up here to help. Well, it depends how much they would have, whether it would help to upgrade our farms. 5. Take it anyway. Thank you. Yeah, and with that, we'll have you return to Bartertown. And your own jobs, so you should dump the hemp into the storage when you get there. We will have the turn for tribute in just over a day, so we will need to come back and hide our foodstuffs as usual. But apart from that, there are no real threats here, so we will return to our patrol. So our patrol is making slow progress, and I'm beginning to think that the route that we've chosen perhaps wasn't the best. The area of the Shrieking Forest that we were in was absolutely infested by groups of shrieking bandits, and if you spend too long stationary, for example tending wounds after defeating a band, another band or two quite quickly arrived on the scene. So we've headed down into the floodlands, hoping that this will provide a safer and quicker journey. Fortunately, we seem to not be bothered by acid rain down here, which was a concern that I had when I first saw the region. I wondered whether that was a structure worth visiting, but we don't have time or the luxury to go exploring. We have Ratneck still with a serious leg injury. Silvershade isn't the swiftest either, but Lars is in a bad way. So the plan had been to come down around in this direction, but I've opted now for a more direct route. There's still the question of whether we would get a hostile reception if we stopped at Stack on the way back. The Holy Nation seemed to attack us on sight after having visited Narco's trap. This does seem to have helped us to avoid shrieking bandits. Long may that continue. Unfortunately, Cad is now hungry. Some of us do have raw meat. I wonder if I should stop and cook up some food. Now, actually, yes, let's have you, Ratneck, trade with Cad. Give Cad the Dust Witch. And Cad, you've eaten most of it already, right? So, what about everyone else? Yeah, there are some people seriously hungry. Silvershade, could you trade with Bars, please? And we'll try that again. Give Bars that. And then let's actually remove your backpack while we're at it, Bars. Right, so you've both eaten. Lars, you trade with Kang. There you go. And I think that's all of the proper food. Let's make sure everyone continues moving though. Yeah, so I've got nothing. Sad Neil has nothing. Green, do you have anything at all in here? Yeah, so you've got some raw meat, which we could set fire and cook. And you're actually not hungry at all, so could you trade here with Ruka? Okay, give her the remnants of your sandwich. So Shek, or Crank, still could do with being fed. Ratneck, trade with Crank. Crank, trade with Ratneck, since Ratneck's struggling to catch up. Okay. Yeah, so some of us are still hungry. No, we do not want to go near that mechanical spider. I'm glad I spotted that. So there's only raw meat there. You'd better keep hold of that dust witch. I suppose nobody is. Well, I think I might have you trade with Owen. And let Owen eat. Hang on, that wasn't Owen, that's Owen. Right, okay. And from here, we just push on. It's been so long since we last encountered a settlement where we could buy food. World's End was the last. So I think we're actually going to just set a camp down here. Do we have any building material? Why would I carry building material? Sometimes people do. Campfire. Oh, it costs nothing. Good. Okay, so there we go. Now, who carries the meat? Could you inventory, add the meat in there, and I think we'll have another fire going as well. Don't suppose anyone has any fabric on them. Somebody else had a whole load of raw meat. Gref? Nope. Holmes, no. Owen, no. Okay. Don't think it was a Ruka. People are already eating the raw meat. There we go. Kang, you're the man. You get onto that, get cooking, and you do that too. And now let's see if anyone does actually carry any fabric. No, there's no way anyone has anything like that on them. I should have done this earlier. I hear a noise of a spider. Hopefully we're well enough hidden here. Let's no, don't taunt, good God, sneak, for the added security. So yes, I don't see anyone having fabric on them. No, just our sleeping bags. Ruka, do you have any? No, you don't. I've already checked you. That's right. Okay. Everything's going here. Okay, take that, share it out. Get cooking again. Kang, you do the same here. And I will trade with Kang. I'll take that into my backpack so that it's always there. And if you take that, and let's have the pack bill trade with you. No, you can't, it's got to be the other way around. Okay, come over here. Trade with the pack bill. Okay, emergency measures here. But hopefully this will keep us going for a while. And again, take this, stock up again. Back there. Load up. Right, so I think we're going to be here for the night. It will help us to recover slightly, and to that end I'm going to okay, let's give you across those then. We've lost a sleeping bag somewhere. I wonder who's carrying a sleeping bag. Let's go back to camping. Stick a couple of these down. And we'll let some of our more injured party members get some sleep. So Silvershade Lars, you definitely need to get some shut-eye. Actually, nobody else is really that bad. By the time, well, let's have you. Ruka, you grab some sleep as well. By the time Lars has recovered enough to move on, everyone else should be well enough too. Okay, grab that. Restock. Come back here. This fire's not in the most convenient of locations. Okay, I'd hope to find something in about here. As everyone hopefully has eaten something by now. Everyone's hunger is reducing. But we'll continue to cook up what we have. Allow us to continue on the road a bit longer before we have to stop and do this again. Right, we'll let that load cook out and then we'll pack up and move on. Well, should I? Yeah, maybe I should actually just wait. If I allow Lars's leg to heal, we'll be able to move more quickly. That's your arm. No one else really has badly injured legs. Rat neck should be okay to move at a fair pace. So we'll just continue to cook here for now. That should be enough dried meat to keep us going for long enough, even to reach Bartertown. We might be a bit on the hungry side when we get there, but we're not going to die of malnutrition en route, I would hope. So we'll stay here camped for now, cook up the dried meat, and then perhaps move on in the morning.